Hey guys, welcome to Friday Night Live. I'm Howard Brock. I have my best friend on the line from Mexico.
Yeah.
Dennis is here. Nate is out sick. So everybody, whoop, I hit the wrong button. Haha. So see, Nate does this
Oh,
stuff.
see you in a second.
Hold on, I'm gonna get it right. Yay for Dennis. Anyway,
Hey
uh,
guys, how are you? This is Dennis from Mexico, live with Howard, because he said that if I didn't do this, he will never talk to me anymore. So
well,
I had to do it.
the thing is I may not talk to him anyway. So I mean, it doesn't matter whether he does it or not. So that's a
Yeah,
lie.
he's very busy all week, so it's the same thing.
Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I think we have a small crowd tonight, so maybe you guys will watch this after you get back in or whatever. If you have a loved one, you should not be doing this. You should not be buying HeroClix. You should not be watching my stream. You should be with your loved one and spoiling him or her to death. That's what you should be doing. You heard it from me. I don't have that special person in my life right now. I've lost the love of my life, and I promise we would not be having a show tonight if she was here. We would be going out and doing something. I mean, we didn't go elaborate on Valentine's Day. I mean, I did a lot of surprises and stuff for her. I was just telling Dennis about some of them. I mean, it's variations, and I've done stuff for my daughters too. Like I'll send them all a box of chocolate covered strawberries or stuff like that, or flowers. Or anyways, I haven't done anything. Hey, Nicole, I haven't done anything of late.
Hey Nicole, how are you? Hey
So
Howard, you have me, man. I mean, I don't know if it's in the United States, but in Mexico today is the day of love and friendship. So
that's true.
you have me.
That's true.
We're best friends, so you've
Yes.
got me. So there you go.
That's true. So I have my
Someone,
second love of my
someone
life,
has,
Dennis here.
someone has to care of you. Someone has to take care of you.
But anyways, Valentine's Day was always something for us. But Tracy and I, um, some of the things that, I mean, we've went all out on Valentine's Day. Like we would go to a really nice restaurant and do something like that. But we're both easy to please in simply going to a movie and um, eating a mediocre meal on Valentine's Day was enough for us. And I mean, we enjoyed those things. It's not that we were cheap, but those are honestly we enjoyed the movies, and um, we enjoy some of the other places. Now, again, we have done other things, and I have done really special things when I've seen her and surprised her with things. And so you have to mix it up. I think that if you set the bar too high, that it's hard to, and you set the bar high every year. They expect that, I mean, it becomes too much to live up to. So, I mean, just mix it up is my advice to you on Valentine's Day. Sometimes do just a simple box of chocolate and flowers is probably good, and I love you. Other times it might be to go get a special place somewhere and have a little bit of romance. So it's
Yeah,
just
I mean, this
yeah.
Valentine's Day, since we have two small girls, I have a 3-year-old and a almost 1-year-old. What Steph does, because it's something her mom did for her, is that every Valentine's Day she get a really, really, really big balloon
Ah,
for each of them. So yeah, we did just that. We bought Priscilla. I mean, she doesn't understand yet, but Rivera does. So we bought both of them this big balloon, so that when Xaviera arrived home, she was very excited to see her Valentine's Day balloon, because at school she had lots and lots of chocolate. So I'm worried she's not going to sleep tonight. But yeah, I mean, once a year is good. And I just gave Steph a bouquet of red roses. So I was going to do white roses, but then I said, nah, she still lives with me, so.
nah,
So some red
you
roses
did
was
right.
good.
Red is right. Unless she hates red, I mean, and specifically likes white, red is the way to go. So
Yeah, I know. That's the way to go. And I just, two big bouquet of flowers. And that was good. And yesterday, we went on our first date since forever, I think. And we went to the movies. which we haven't done in a long, long time.
That's good. Did you share your popcorn with her?
Hey, no, 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 no. She bought her popcorn and I bought my popcorn. I don't share. Dennis doesn't share his popcorn,
See,
Howard.
see, I already knew this. I just, but I had to walk him into it. So if you guys ever go to the movie theater with Dennis, don't ask him for popcorn. Get your own. He will not give you his popcorn.
If you say that you don't want any popcorn, then I'm not gonna care. I'm gonna buy a bucket for you because I know people that when you're in the movies, they get your popcorn.
Well, I would buy you.
So
I
if
would
you
buy
buy,
you popcorn, my friend, anytime. Come
oh
to
yeah,
movies with.
me, I would buy you popcorn, but
Let me answer Nicole here. She mentioned something. So Nicole on the map. I have a plan for that. I haven't forgotten you guys. Um, I'm going to be announcing a VIG package for the Rock Cup, and part of that is the map that we are talking about. So when I order those maps, I'm ordering Brandon a map. So that's why I don't want to order a single map. I'm going to order a bunch of maps, and that's what's going on with that. But he will have his either are well. Let me ask you a question, Nicole and Brandon. Are you guys coming to the Rock Cup this year?
they should.
Yes.
They should because Brandon's a big name in the Rock Cup last year. Was a big name in Rock Cup last year,
Yes.
and he's the guy who designed the map.
Yes.
I use one. I don't get. He designed the map. I use every time. I don't want to get off it.
Well, I personally, I wasn't around Brandon very much, but I was around Nicole a little bit, and I got to play her, and I really enjoyed meeting her and playing against her. She's just a little sweetie. She's got this big old smile on her face, and I will be extremely disappointed, Nicole, if you're not there because you make me happy when I'm around you. So that's a good thing, and I mean that purely in a sense that when I'm around you and I watch you and listen to you, you make me happy. You have a very pleasant personality, and you have a big, great smile. So I love that about you, and please do come. And you can bring Brandon if you want to, but
She's a ray of sunshine to Brandon's darkness. No, I'm just kidding.
health.
I'm kidding.
What's wrong with health? And James, of course, I want you to be there. Love that. Would love for that to happen. Nicole, what is the health problem? Who's having health problems? Are you having health problems? Do I need to?
Hopefully not.
Does Doctor Howard and Doctor Dennis have to come up there to Pennsylvania and cure you? What's going on? Is it you or
No,
Brandon? Maybe it's
I don't
Brandon.
know if I want to go to Pennsylvania right now. It's going to be snowy.
I've worked there in the snow. I've worked in really, 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 really big snow. We used to have an office. I used to have an office, Dennis, on Western Pennsylvania. We worked there in the wintertime. It's not as bad as you think that it is. Everybody up there is used to the snow, and you just kind of go about your business and you dress for it, and it's not that bad. When it snows here in the South, everybody freaks out. They're not prepared for it. They don't have the clothes for it, and they don't know how to drive on it. It's just really dumb. Well, you guys got 3 months to get better. If you guys can't get well in 3 months, maybe I do need to come up there. Uh, I used,
Yeah.
where are you at in Pennsylvania, James? What part of Pennsylvania? Are you by Nicole? I mean, I know where they're at. Where are you at? I've been all over
Hello,
Pennsylvania.
Nicole. Howard knows where you live, so he's going to make good on that promise. So you.
Dennis, did I just lose you? I think I did. Dennis hung up on me again. He's about to have to call back. He keeps playing with his headset, and he loses, and I lose him. This is the second time. Every time he adjusts his headset, he somehow or another loses me. So we shall wait for him to return. 22nd. So James is, yeah, it's okay, cool. Yeah, I know where you guys are at, and I've been through that area. I've been through Pennsylvania, Harrisburg. I've stayed in Harrisburg and worked out of there quite a bit. Altoona, just all over Pennsylvania. In fact, guys, my mother's last name is Penn. Her last name was Penn. That was her maiden name. And that Penn name goes all the way back to William Penn. So I'm a descendant some way or another from William Penn from the state of Pennsylvania. Dennis, call back. Dennis is typing. Use your phone, call back. Hey, Brandon. Okay, well, I hope that you guys got 3 months to get that right. And money issues, I understand that perfectly, but hopefully you guys can make it down here. My plan is what I want to do is I want to give you that map in person, man. That would be Dennis. Hello, Dennis. Let me add you. Dennis, what happened that time? Did you play with your headset again?
No. I didn't.
All right.
I don't know what happened. It just stopped. I mean, my phone never cut off. I think it was your phone but I don't know what happened, Howard. So.
No, you just were there and then you weren't. So I don't either. But you're back.
Okay, I'm back. So yeah,
you didn't even say anything for me to hang up on you this time. I usually wait for that moment when you make me mad. And I just hang up on you. No.
Okay, so Howard, right? So yesterday, Howard, I wanted to go see Captain America: Brave New World.
As did I, and I prompted you to go see it because I told you I was going,
Yes.
and you said you were going.
Yes.
And oddly enough, the movies ended almost at the same time. I was like maybe 2 or 3 minutes ahead of you. You were waiting to see
a bit more.
You were waiting to see the end credit, and I was walking out of the theater, had already seen the end credit. So
then it was like 5-10 minutes. So okay.
Well, right.
So
first of all,
did you like it?
Yes, I did like it. We're not going to spoil anything for you guys. We're not going to.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
we're not.
So don't get scared that if you haven't seen Captain America.
This is a spoiler-free review.
Yeah. So Dennis and I had a little bit of different take on it. I think he liked it. I liked it a lot. I think I liked it more. He was a little bit more critical than I was.
I liked the movie because I think it's Marvel trying to go back to, movies before Endgame.
Yeah.
No? I mean, serious with action, but what's going on.
With some humor
yes.
in it.
Yes, with some humor in it. And it's trying to move the overall plot forward because one thing, and this is in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything, we never knew what happened with the Celestials at the end of Eternals, and this was like a big gap between Eternals and Captain America, in which we finally know how the world is taking the Celestial issue.
Well, a lot of things that we didn't know was filled in, and it also I would say that a lot of things were filled in, and I think there was a lot of setup for the future. That's what I would say about the movie without spoiling it. I liked it.
All right. So, what I will say about the movie, what I will say, and I promise I will not spoil anything, is that many years ago, after a certain movie came out, someone came up with a script, and he said, "Hey man, I have this script for a sequel for this movie," and then the producer, someone said, "Well, it's a good script, but we can't do it right now." So they waited, and then someone recently looked at that old script and said, "Hey, this is a good script, but we need a Captain America movie. So why don't we move this character out of the script and this character out of the script, and then put Captain America in the script? So now we have a script." So I'm like, this was a sequel to that movie.
It's possible, except they'd had to edit the script. If they did do that, and I'm not saying they didn't. If they did it, there was a lot of editing that had to be done to it to fit the presidency and the White House and the characters.
Because some of the characters really don't add up to the overall mythos of what Captain America and the other characters. So that's something not that much distracting. I misspoke. For me, it was a good movie. I liked it. I think it was a very good popcorn movie. However, that was distracting to me. That really was distracting to me because I said this Captain America has such great lore of characters, and they only used X number,
Yeah, but
and that's it.
you're also referring to the old Captain America. This is the new Captain America, and the list of characters for him are a little bit different than what
Hmm.
the old Steve Rogers was. So I didn't have a problem. I liked it. Didn't have a problem with any of that at all. It bothered Dennis a little bit, but he liked the movie. This isn't Marvel's.
It distracted me from the overall movie. That's all because I really did like it.
It didn't bother me one bit. And but I do see what you're saying. But even hearing that, if I'd been told that beforehand, it still didn't bother me. But I like the movie. It's by no means Marvel's best movie, but it was a very good movie.
No.
And what you
Yeah.
alluded to before, I think that Marvel got too silly. And the best example of that was the last Thor movie. I hated.
Uh,
I mean, I like humor in a movie. I like smart humor in a movie. And I mean, we all know that there's a lot of humor, probably like in Guardians of the Galaxy, but those characters are meant. They're made for that kind of humor. Um,
well,
when
I think Anthony Mackie did a great job. I think
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie is a very good actor,
he is,
and I mean, you see him as Falcon, and you see him as this second tier character, and then to step up like that, because we did see him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the Disney Plus series, but we didn't actually get to see him as Captain America.
that's where he
The
started. That's where he
overall
started to come
theme,
out. He started to come out in that show, and now he's out full force. And anyway, what I was going. to I'm tired of the movies like the Thor. I just don't. It doesn't look. I read Thor. Thor is not goofy funny. I mean, does he do something stupid? All of them do something stupid sometimes, but they sometimes he it just seemed like he was a buffoon to me, and that's not Thor. And he's much more a little bit more serious about things, and he's not. I mean, you're talking about a god that's been around hundreds of years, and he's sitting there talking to Jane like he's never been with a woman before. Sometimes, it just.
I mean, you know what run of Thor I really like? The one with Straczynski. When Straczynski was writing the character Thor, he did a really good job with the character. I mean, it was around the time of the Civil War and the Registration Act in the comics that everyone thought that Tony Stark was a Skrull. Remember Secret Invasion and all that thing stuff over
Yeah.
there, and so everyone thought that Tony Stark was a Skrull, but every other writer,
Well, there you
because of
go.
all the
Iron Man.
yeah,
Iron Man is got the right amount of humor in it. I mean, he throws the lines around at the right and appropriate time, and Thor didn't feel that way to me. Thor just felt dumb sometimes, and I just don't like that. I mean, I grew up with Thor being probably, I'd say he was probably my best Marvel character, my favorite Marvel character. There are several. I like Namor, which I'm also pissed about Namor. I don't like the Namor that they did.
nah, nobody beats Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I would marry that man in an instant if he asked me.
Well, see, you'd probably get him roses and take him out for Valentine's, but you won't do that for
Yeah,
Steph.
yeah.
Huh? Huh?
Oh yeah, and he would sing a song for me. He would sing a song for me, and he would sing a very
Well,
good
he
duet.
sings quite well. All right, well, let's move on from the
Oh yeah, I know.
movies. Let's move on from the movies, and
Right.
let's talk about the Rock Cup real quick, since we kind
Wait,
of alluded to that.
before we
anyway.
do, Brandon says that he already made arrangements with the family. He
I
stays
saw
for
it.
the dates of H4A, so Wheels for Emotion, and that'd be awesome to be able to receive it in person, the map.
Yeah, that's great. That's what I'm planning on doing. So like I had mentioned before, the VIG package, which I haven't announced. So this is where we're at, okay? I just talked to Scott yesterday. I talked to Scott Porter yesterday. He called me on the phone, and we were going over some stuff. He's working with, there's been a few people that have been asking about tax paperwork from last year. So he called me about that, getting some information from me. And he was talking to Huntington's Disease Society Day, and they're posting a new link where you can get the proper paperwork that you need for your taxes. So anybody listening to this, be looking for something from Scott, I will share the post whenever he makes it. We'll put it on the Rock site whenever he makes it, so you have a link to get the stuff that you need to file taxes as a charitable donation. We also talked about some other things, and one of the things uh, I'm going to get into the cup, but one of the other things that I thought of interest to me was Scott got a lot of information, more than I do on comic books. My daughter thinks I know everything about comic books, but I know little compared to Scott. And so Scott,
Yeah, Scott is like a living Wikipedia of Marvel and DC Comics. I know my share. I know my fair share of DC Comics, but every time Scott opens a booster, he can explain the literal Wikipedia of every character in that booster, and that's just awesome.
we're going to talk about the 2 versus 2. I'm going to talk about all that in just a second. Brandon asked, "What did I think of Thor Ragnarok?" I liked the Thor movies, but to me, they got worse as it went on. When I think James Gunn started having a hand in the Thor movies, and he tried to bring over the humor that worked in Guardians to Thor, and I think that's where the failure was. He's not. Yes, I like a little. Again, I like some humor. I like characters to be witty. I just in situations to be witty. I mean, come on, James Bond type humor. That's the kind of stuff I like. And Thor just got dumb. Okay, I'm just sorry, it just got dumb. It was disappointing. Nicole asked about the 2 versus 2. We'll talk about that when we talk about the Rock Cup. So now back to what I was about to say about Scott. I wanted to know more about the Ultra Chase Collector because I was unfamiliar with that character. I am not now. So what the Collector is, and what the Runner is, and what the Grandmaster is, and what all those guys are, that they're not one race. A lot of people think they're one race. They're not. They are the last surviving.
Standards.
Yes, but they're the last surviving people of their uh, of their world. Okay, so they were part of the universe, those worlds that were in the beginning that have since been destroyed and gone, and they are the last remaining person of that world. And when that happened and their worlds got destroyed, they absorbed a lot of celestial power. Hence, they became powerful. The Ultra Chase is the Ultra Chase is his original form. That's what he looked like That's his original, and also when he was all powerful and he had absorbed all the celestial power, super powerful, and that's what he looked like. But the powers, the powers that they got, the celestial powers, were driving them mad, and all of them, all the Runner, the Grandmaster, all of them, and there's a bunch of them.
You know where I heard about the Grandmaster, where I first met the Grandmaster? It was in JLA versus Avengers by George Perez and Kurt Busiek.
Yes.
He is one of the characters that gets thrown out to go into his universe so that he can stop all the rampage he's doing. But that's when I first met NB Gast, I think his name is.
So let me tell you how they all became who they are, and how come the Collector doesn't look the way that he does, and none of those guys look like they all took a humanoid type form. What happened is, to keep from going mad, they found out the cure to that was to pick something, some hobby, some little thing to fixate on that kept their mind focused to where they didn't become mad. So that's why the Collector collects. That's why the Grandmaster.
The Grandmaster is all about bets.
Yes, and that's why the Runner runs, and why the champion fights, and there's more of them. I don't know all of them, but and the Gardener gardens. That's why they do all the things. They're fixated on those things to keep from going mad because of the celestial energy that they absorbed. So there. Now that's that. So what you're looking at when you're looking at the Ultra Chase was the original Grandmaster in all of his glory, what he looked like, and when he had all
The collector.
the collector, yes, and all the celestial power. So that's who he was because I wanted to know. And in fact, I think I was asking that and I got misinformed about what he was. So I asked Scott, and that's where I got that from. Now, as far as the Rock Cup goes, we're kind of all right, so what Scott is talking to them. I've been talking to, and when I say them, I mean Whiz Kids. Again, it seems like this happens every year, and it's not our fault, guys. It's not. If back before I was partnered with Whiz Kids, I actually had the Rock Cup with the itinerary out like almost a year in advance. The dates were picked, we were booked, and I've not been able to do that in a while. I couldn't even pick the dates. There's too many parties involved. I'm the easiest one to adjust to. My original date was first in May, but that was bad for Scott, so we had to move to mid-May. We have to be in May because we don't want to be around Worlds. We don't want to be around the other events, and also because May is Huntington's Recognition Month. So we try. So there's a lot of meaning being around May because it used to be in October, and I liked October, but I thought October was too close right after the World Championships. So we moved because Whiz Kids wanted to go there, and I said, "Okay, Daddy, you go there, I'll go here." So that's basically what it amounts to. Now, I've submitted an itinerary to Whiz Kids and to Scott of what I want to run, and what I want to do, and what I need support on. Scott is asking for certain things for these events, and he's going back and forth. And Whiz Kids is looking over all the events and looking over and trying to figure out what they can support us, what they're going to have. Because I mean, a lot of it is product related. So some of the things that we're requesting, is the product going to be available? Is it going to be able to get to stateside? Where is it going to be? Yada 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 yada. So there's a lot of. I thought I lost Dennis again, so we will wait for him to call back in. Hello, George. That is George from the Philippines. Actually, George, when are you getting on the plane? I've got my phone waiting for Dennis to call me back. When are you getting on the plane? I know. Call me, Dennis. Just call back when you lose me. I'm sitting here waiting. So George is supposed to be in North Carolina on. There he is. All right, we got Dennis back.
Why it keeps doing that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But
well, it could be a Wi-Fi connection.
Could
be a Wi-Fi connection, not on my end. I'm sure it's a Mexican thing, not the United States. Does not have any kind of problems. It's all Mexico.
It keeps doing that. Sorry.
You're you live in a second-rate country with all kinds of bullshit down there. Do you know that Dennis drives a wagon to work, right? You guys know that, right? He drives a wagon. He has a mule.
Hey, George, how are you? And Nicole, yes, you would be a much better replacement.
Oh, there you go.
I swear.
See, Nicole, you can come down to Alabama too, and I will make sure that you are not sick anymore, or whatever it is wrong with you. Then you wouldn't have to come to the Rock Cup.
It's colder in Alabama, Nicole. Don't do it.
So you and Brandon should just move in with the people that he's got down here. Then y'all both would be here, and you could both play at the store, and everything would be lovely. Now, I don't think that James likes that idea very much because he would lose 2 players, but I would love it. All right, so back to where I was at. Whiz Kids is they're going over everything, and we are at their mercy with that. So I announced the dates. I sent out some recommended hotels. And until they come back and tell us what they can support and what they can't, and there's some very specific events that we are requesting certain things from that I can't say anything about yet, that I'm waiting to see what they do. And Scott, that's Scott's job. That's what he does. He works with them and he says, "Hey, I need this," and blah blah blah, and that's not really what I do. Now, what happens initially is we'll get all this support for H, and then I'll need some other stuff for Rock, and then I'll talk to him, and so on and so forth. I mean, like there's one thing that I know is that we know that I want to have Smash and Destroy for battle royals and stuff at the event, and I don't know an exact date other than just sometime in May. Well, we're in the middle of May, so is Smash and Destroy going to be the end of the May? Is it going to be at the beginning of the May? And if it's going to be at the end of the May, is it possible that I can get boosters from them to run? Anyway, you guys are following what I'm saying. It's just we don't know. We don't know some things yet, and once I do, I will post it. I do have, and you guys have been hearing me. I do have a VIG package. I'm asking for support from them, and I already have. Honestly, the VIG package that I have now is going to be, I think, is good enough by itself that you guys would want to buy it. I haven't decided on a price, but it's going to be somewhere between $40 and $50. It's going to be a family package, and that would mean it's husband, wife, and kids is basically what the family package. It would cover all of y'all, and you would get to play VR games the entire 5 days while you're there. Plus, you will get the states map, which is the map that Brandon's been asking me about. So anybody that buys the package, you get your money back just in the map, honestly. And then you also would get unlimited VR play while you're there. You know, you might want to. They have a lot of cool games. They have racing games, and they got headsets, and they got computers. They got everything there, and you get to play that. When you're waiting during a buy or whatever, you know, just to take a break. And then also I've got some other stuff I want to throw in, and I'm waiting for WizKids to see what they're going to do. And once we have that information, we will post it. But I would love to post it now. I just can't. We will start posting the itinerary. Then we'll start posting pricing. Then we'll start that. Right now, we're just trying to get the itinerary locked down and what we're running.
Yeah, we still have time, right? I mean,
oh yeah, we got 3 months.
Itinerary and everything.
Yeah, we're right at 3 months away. I just like to get it out there as soon as possible.
I will do my darndest to be there because I really like going to the World Cup. And
don't tell me this.
honestly,
Look, I will divorce you if you're not here.
Without my help, you
You're
can't
divorced.
do that.
I will sue you for divorce. I will sue you for divorce if you're not here in May.
I don't know. Nicole says that she can't do VR games.
I see that.
Nicole? You have
Well,
something in the eye?
the other stuff that's going to be in the package is going to be worth it. I don't like VR games myself. It makes me dizzy, Nicole. So there you go. So you're not. I don't know if that's what it does. It might equal.
I've only gone once to a VR game at Disneyland in California, where I was supposed to be part of the Rebel forces from Star Wars. So that was fun.
Well, George, that's a good question. It might be. I can't make the VR package available to you because that's a in-house thing that you do. You play the games in the house. And George, get your butt over here, dang it. Yeah, you had fun at Worlds. I promise you, you come to Huntsville with me and Dennis, you will have 5 times the fun that you had at Worlds.
That's true.
That's not a threat.
That's true.
That's not a threat, James. That's a fact. Dennis said that's a threat. Dennis from Howard. That's a fact. If he's not here in May, I've already kicked the kids out so he can have a bed, and I've got kids on the street just so he can have a bed. He's coming.
Oh yeah, I know. I am coming. I am going. So.
Well, that's what I want to hear.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear this
if. You can't do them.
I don't want to hear this if. It's thou shall. That's what I want to hear. Then do it, George. Bring your fiance with you because there's lots of stuff to do here.
What about the 2v2? Because that's the format I really, really wanted to play at New Orleans.
All right, let's talk about the 2 versus 2. It's a little problematic. It's not as problematic for a bigger event. You have, for that to work, in my opinion, it has to be a big event. For example, we were going to run one Wednesday night. Then Rick and the 2 that he brings with him couldn't come. So I lost 3 people. Then, let's see, Jordan made it, Jonathan. We ended up, then somebody else couldn't be here. I think it was Nate. Nate couldn't be here. So we lost 4 people. Okay. Well, that means we only had 4 people here. So all we could do is, if we wanted to run it, was to run one game. and that's not really fun. It's to run that event. It has to be run for a big event. You have to have a lot of people, and that means that you're going to have good prizing. I also see the 2 versus 2 being problematic. Um, I They're still working on changing some of the rules. Um, there's some things that I like and don't like. I think a constructed 2 versus 2 is totally bad. I'm totally against it. The only way it would work, in my opinion, well, I take it back. I think a 200 point per player would work possibly on a 2 versus 2 with an extreme Highlander rule in, so that you could not play double things.
Yeah, it would be sealed. So I mean, you have Extreme Highlander, and you're going to have Extreme Highlander with sealed product.
Well, see, they ran a 400 point. They had Collector's Trove, and they had, and I have no idea what teams won, but they had. I mean, I saw the post for the players when I don't remember what they were running, but I myself have pulled 2 boosters and pulled 2 Thanoses out of it. So I had 1 Thanos on the sideline and 1 Thanos on the board, and then I also had other things to go with the Thanos. So I was getting a lot of powers. Um, so potentially on and then that's a 300 point game. They're playing 400 points. You actually could build support pieces with Thanos, and you could actually be playing 2 players, both with Thanos in a Collector's Trove. And I think the larger the amount of players, the more likely that is to occur, and that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. There are some things that beat it, but
Right.
but now you got 2 of them. I mean, that's difficult, and I don't know that Collector's Trove is a good test model for the 2 versus 2. So I have some. I have some. I mean, and the other thing is how the teams work together. That we probability that you can't. The way prob reads is that I can prob on my turn and on my opponent's turn. So I've got potentially 3 probs, but I can't. My mate is not my prob. I mean, my opponent. Neither is he on my team, or I mean, neither is he me. So therefore, I would think that the rule would be I can't prob him. So how does that work?
But Aaron changed some of them. So some of the powers also work. I mean, he did change it. I think Jonathan made a post for this
Yes,
Wednesday
some
about
of the some of the
2 tournament.
yes, some of the powers do work, but not all of the powers. You can't pick up and carry your opponent's figure. You can use enhancement. You can use empower, but that also means a lot of setup to be able to pull that off. I mean, like there's going to be I have to move, sit there, and then then the opponent goes, and then you go, and then you have to move to be able to use the stuff that to feed off of it. I can't mastermind you. I just see a lot of problems with it. Now we were going to do it this coming week, but then I've got 2 more people that can't be there this week. So I don't know. The answer is I don't know. At the moment, there's not a 2 versus 2 planned for the Rock Cup. There are some.
Nicole says she's playing a team constructed 2 versus 2 event in New Jersey on March 1st. So she will have to see how intense it gets. But I mean, constructed is not the same as sealed. I mean, I can see all the possibilities, but Nicole, how many points are you building for your team, and how many points is your partner?
That's the question on a 2 versus 2 constructed. How many points? If 100 point, maybe identical teams that are super meta, I think that it's going to be very, very sad because it's going to be ultra high. I mean, I just think that somebody is just going to get wiped out so fast, and it's going to be a 2 versus 1 from that point on. I just don't think it's going to be that much fun. I personally think that is a bad format.
300 points, Howard.
Do what?
300 points.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
300 points.
I know. I just answered it.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I said a 300 points is a disaster. I think. That's my personal opinion. Now that would work if we were playing on the longer maps. I think on a Extreme Highlander does help, but I think if playing on a longer map would help on that. I just think it's bad. I don't like it. I wouldn't want to play in it. I haven't played it yet, but I'm telling you that I would walk away from it. And I had a lot of other people that are not interested in that 2 versus 2 format at all. I ran a 2 versus 2
Uh-huh.
back. How long ago? Well, it was when WWE was out at the Rock Cup, and people loved it. In fact, I think I saw more people have fun with that event. But we did use WWE figures and other stuff, if I remember right. And I don't remember the rules, but I had a tag team. It was a tag team. We were playing like a wrestling ring, and there was a way that if I'm playing
Okay.
and I'm playing in the middle, that I could tag out and your guy could come running in just like in wrestling, and people
Yeah, that
loved it.
you know, a friend of mine a friend of mine in Mexico is a fan of the WWE, and when I told him about the series, the series one and series two, he said, "You know what we should do?" And I said, "What?" Well, when series two comes out, we should do a Royal Rumble match with all the Hero Fix figures because I think on series one there wasn't enough to make a whole Royal Rumble match. But I was like, that would be very nice, and we should probably record it. And I mean, we didn't get to go much on the rules because series two wasn't available yet, and I don't think it's ever going to be. But whatever. But I think it was going to be a very fun experience to start with two, and then each 2 minutes, then bring another one, and 2 minutes bring another one. See who's going to um, who gets to say, that would be fun.
Uh, well, Nicole, that's a whole nother thing. Nicole says it's separate maps, so that's a whole nother thing. That's 1 versus 1s. That's not a 2 versus 2. That's a total different thing. That's playing it just like the 3 versus 3, um, but it becomes a little bit
Yeah,
it becomes a little bit more complicated because now if you go 1-1, the tiebreaker is going to be points. That's a little problematic because now you're throwing points in there, which points didn't matter a whole lot in the 3 versus 3. They mattered some. It was mostly win and loss, and and then there's the proponents of strength of schedule. But playing on two different separate maps, it's a 2 versus 2. You're running the format that 3 versus 3 was, but you're breaking it down to 2. I don't know that that's better or worse than I don't. I think that that's just the same thing that we've been doing, except it's just 2 people versus 3 people. So that might be fun. I would probably play that, but um, you're building, and it is a Highlander, just like the Highlander we run here. So it's the same thing. It's just 2 people instead of 3. So
hmm,
anyway, that's I have enough negative feedback on. Anyway, let me just tell you that I'm open to 2 versus 2. And Aaron came up with this format. I'm open to it. I got to play it. We didn't have enough people to run, and that's what I was talking about. It's very problematic. It's hard to run a small event on the 2 versus 2 because if you only have 4 people, which is what we did, you're playing one game, and everybody elected to play battle royals instead because we got 3 battle royals instead of playing one 2 versus 2, and so that's the problem. I Next week I thought we were going to try it again. Um, and now I might have 6 people next week. Because 2 of them can't be here. We generally on our weekly events have 4 to 8, 9 people, and then when we run our bigger events, of course, it's bigger. But typically on a Wednesday night, we have 4 to 9 people. I think that's kind of the standard across America on stuff. People come and they show, and then of course when we run pre-releases and stuff like that, people come. So I don't know. The answer, I'm still open. I'm initially negative on the 2 versus 2, Aaron, but I'm open to it. I want to save my final thoughts on it until I actually play it because I might love it. I don't know.
Aaron, he doesn't like the 2 versus 2 because he didn't get to play that at your links because I didn't go. So give him a chance. Give him a chance. He will get there. He will get there eventually. I'm sure of it.
Maybe. See, the real reason that I'm avoiding the 2 versus 2 because if it becomes popular, that means that Dennis is going to want me to be his teammate and we have to play together. And I just can't do it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
I
got to
was
kill the
just
2 versus 2 so
so.
that never happens.
But that was, you and I are going to play for fun, not and to win. So it's a win-win situation for everyone.
uh,
I think it's an interesting format. It's just like silver. It just needs to get tweaked a little bit. And once it gets tweaked, I think it's going to be a fun thing. But yeah, I mean, I see why people may not like it. So
I'm more supportive of it on sealed than I am um, on constructed. I don't much like it on constructed, but sealed it might be fun. I don't think Collector's Trove was a good. I said this earlier, and I think you just got here. I don't think Collector's Trove is a good um, 2 versus 2 sealed format because I think it could get stupid with what you could draw. Did you, by the way, Aaron? While I
yeah,
got you,
you
did
do
you
know
have?
that the common channels they capped him at 150. You couldn't play him at 300. You had to play him at 150, right?
I don't know that. I
Yeah,
also
no, yeah.
as
At the event in King of New Orleans, they said that if someone pulled the the common Thanos, he has to be played at 150, not
I, I
300.
I think that's good, but I also think it's bad. I mean, I think it's good play wise, but I think it's bad because if you're lucky enough to draw something, you're supposed to be able to play it. I don't like restricting things, but I know why you do it. Um,
Yeah, but he's making stupid in field.
eh, well, I had a Thanos killed last night by uh, a, well, a Thanos and a Black Panther and an Iron Man weakened him really well, and then another Thanos in it. We had on the last battle royal. Guy to my right had a Thanos with stuff with a TK. I had a Thanos with 3 enhancements and a TK, and the guy to my left had the Ultra Chase Thanos, the Chase Black Panther, and the Iron Man that when he shoots it on a straight line does penetrating damage.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so
Wow,
there's a lot of
wow.
firepower, and then poor Joaquin sitting catty corner from me. His best piece would have been the Ghost Rider. He had a rare Ghost Rider. He had a Ghost Rider and a
Yeah,
Wasp and
you
some other
know,
stuff.
you know what I played on Wednesday? I said I don't want to overthink a team. I just grab 300 point dark side, and then I said, all right, so who can I pair him up with? Because we usually play 400
Mm-hmm.
with my group of friends,
Yeah.
and I said, all right, so who shares keyword? And then Captain America Legacy, the new one for Collector Stroke, shares the past keyword. And then I said, okay, so I'm going to play it because I am really excited to know how he plays. And then Predagon.
Mm.
And that was 395 points. And I just put the 0 ring on dark side because we don't play any age. We just play for fun. And I ended up losing because I didn't know how to play Captain America. And Raul and Jeff just came with everything they had to dark side, and that's why they beat me. Because if they had it 1-1, I think they would have won. But geez, that Captain America Legacy is very good.
Let me answer Aaron. Aaron, the answer is no.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him. He hasn't reached out to me. Anytime he needs to get a hold of me, tell him to call me on Facebook. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. And even if he doesn't, I will call him back. So I don't have his phone number, and I've also been very busy the last few days. We've been doing inventory in the store, and I just got done with it today. So now, and I've also got a collection that just came in that I'm working on. So I'll be working on it all weekend. And then, except for tomorrow, I'm going to Tuscaloosa. But outside of that, I'm working on that. And I've got another bigger collection coming in a week. And then I've got a pop collection coming in about a week. So got a lot going on.
Well, speaking of POV2 and everything else, it was funny because I saw on HC Units the latest champion clicks. Last week, there was champion clicks, and Collective Show was legal for that champion clicks. And you know what I saw in that specific event in the Meta City? That on main force, there's no Collective Show figure. None. There were like 24, 26 different figures there, no collector's trophy. However, when you switch to equipment, there's a lot of equipment from collector's trophy, and when you switch to the sideline, you get the one shots.
Yeah.
And the most popular one was Rivalry and Fortify, and then way down there were the pin particles.
Hmm. I
That's interesting.
The one shots are I have a ton of one shots still, and I'm only selling them for $2 each. And then I've got a set of all of them for like $20, and I've been selling them like crazy. People are buying a lot.
Because a lot of them come in boosters, right?
Yeah.
Here's what I mean. I would know if I had opened my case when I was supposed to open the case, but the guy who sold me the case, I don't know why, he just sold it to me late. So I'm waiting until Tuesday to get my case. And when I get my case, I can tell you how many one shots there are per booster.
It varies. It's not per booster. You get one, and sometimes you get two. It varies per booster. So what do you when is your case getting there? Did you say Tuesday?
Sorry?
When is your case arriving? Is it Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
All right. And sorry guys, I got to ask him something. Did Richie and Saul reach out to you?
Yes, they did.
Okay, just want to make sure you knew about that.
Yeah, they did. Don't worry about that. Oh,
Okay.
By the way, do you mind if I say something about something that's happening from tomorrow
in a week? Yeah,
so,
we want to talk about that. So bring it up. Go ahead.
Okay. So on February 22nd, for the first time in Mexico, we're going to have a Champion Clips. It's going to be Champion Clips IC Regional. And I am very, very happy to say that we sold out every spot. We had to cap it at 32 because Champion Clips, they only give participation price for 32 players. But everyone was very happy about it. And it took me a few months, but I finally got the event sold out. And I am very happy because there are going to be 32 Mexican players. I wish someone from the United States could have come over and register, but I understand
if there was somebody down
However,
there, if there was somebody there that I could stay with and I liked him, I probably would. But I can't think of anybody.
I mean, I'm sure someone likes you, but
Yeah, I can talk to Raul. He'll probably let me stay there.
No, his house is too small. You wouldn't fit. If you have to sleep with him, I don't think you're going to fit in the bed. So anyway, but I am very happy to say, and I'm very excited to see the kinds of teams that it's modern age 300, modern 300 points. And I'm very excited to see what the Mexican players come up with now that everything's going to be modern living. Collector's Trophy, the Displacer Beast, Beholder, Captain America on Ice. There are many things right now that are. Oh, sorry, my dog's barking. But I am very excited to see because you Howard, firsthand that the Mexican players can build very good teams.
They can.
Very good competitive teams.
Well, this is what I would say about Mexico from my experience. The players are good and they build good teams, but they also they're different. I mean, they're not. They will surprise. They will come in with something and surprise you with something that you wouldn't think any. It's like when you go to events here in the United States, you almost expect to know what the top tier meta players are going to be playing. You kind of have expectations. You'll have a few things slip through, but in Mexico it seems to be more wide open. They're not cookie cutter teams, I guess is the way to put it, to where they've copied and they're playing it. They come up with unique things, and it's very refreshing. I do know that there's a plan by players that I know playing in that tournament that they will be using the one shots. So I know you can expect that.
Oh, by the way, Howard, remember that guy that you played against on the Rock on the rooftop here in Mexico.
Yeah.
That the whole thing.
Yeah.
And remember how I told you that he may retire? He's not going to retire. He's playing in the tournament.
Of course he is.
He's playing in the tournament, and I'm very, very happy to. And I was very happy when he registered.
Well, you make a point of telling him that I personally said hello to him and good luck.
I will. Don't worry about that. I will.
And where are you having this event at?
I'm having the event at a store called the Pub Game Store.
That's where
in Mexico City.
That's where we did the stream from, right?
Yes.
Yeah, great.
Yes, that's
that is a great. That's the closest thing that I've been to to Lucky Dice Cafe. They have beer and they have really good food and they have space and they have plenty of product. It's a very good. You need to stick with them. You need to. I think you're going to have a really good turnout. I think you're going to have a really good tournament. And of all the venues I've went to, that's the one.
We're going to stream the event.
Okay.
We're going to stream the event, and
Are you there? Did we lose you again? We lost Dennis again. I think. Dennis, are you there? Says you're still here. Dennis. Okay, well, he'll call back. All right, there was a question. Yeah, he'll call back. So the question Aaron asked about the Birmingham. When is the Birmingham event? I really haven't paid any attention to it. When is it? And it's a what is it? Is it a super sealed? I think it's a super sealed. Well, he called and then he was not there. Dennis, call back. It didn't go through. I got the call, but it just immediately hung up. Next Saturday, I really haven't even thought about it, man. 300 points modern? Probably not. I'm not prepared for it. I really haven't even been thinking 300 point modern. What is it? Is it a Champion Clicks? I think it is a Champion Clicks. Probably not, Aaron. I really. Dennis, it's on your end, man. My phone is right here and it's live. I got it rang. Try again. It rang one time. There he is.
No.
Why do you keep it being so difficult and hanging up the phone? These people are never going to want you on here again.
I have no idea what's going on with my phone. I have no idea. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, it's going to be next Saturday. It's going to be on February 22nd. And we're going to stream the whole event live. It's going to be on Gamers Events webpage. And I'm going to share it to Lucky Dice to Lucky Dice Games. Cool. So you guys can, so everyone can see it.
Yeah, there's apparently an event going on here the same Saturday in Birmingham. It's a 300 points modern, which is what you're running. And Dennis Aaron was asking me was I going, and I told him that I have not even thought about a 300 point team. I haven't been playing 300 point modern. I'm not in the mind frame now. I mean, not that I can't build something, but I'm just not in the mind frame. And I got so much going on, I don't even know if I could even get the time in to do it. So I don't know. At this moment, no, but that could change. What time is it? Is the auction still going?
It's 8 o'clock.
It looks like the auction just ended.
8:01.
I think the auction just ended. We had a very light night tonight, which wasn't surprising. I mean, I think everything's sold. Let me refresh this. I think everything's sold, but I also think that maybe it's still going. No, I think it's ended, but I don't see the ended button anywhere. Usually it says it's ending. It has ended.
By the way, how Xavier says hi.
Do what?
Xavier says hi.
Oh, hey. Now see, that's the only reason I like you, because of her. If she wasn't there, then I don't even know if I could tolerate you.
Yeah, she can't hear you. She can't hear you right now, but she just said is that Uncle Howard? And I said, yes. And she said, oh. And then she just went away. I guess she means, yeah, I guess she means hi.
Tell her that I said hi back and that I love and miss her very much.
I will. I will tell her once I see her.
All right. So, can somebody confirm whether the auction is ended or not? Because on my screen, I do not see anything that says it's ended.
Let me see here. Well, give me a second and I'll check. Oh, yeah, it ended. It's over.
Okay, that means we got to open up boosters. I'm solo tonight. Dennis, you gonna hang with me as I open, or are you gonna get off the phone? It's your choice.
Yeah, I can hang for 15 more minutes.
Okay.
15, 20 more minutes.
All right. Well, let me get this first sealed case open. We do have an ongoing bounty. It's not a big bounty, but we do have something ongoing.
I am very excited to open my case on Tuesday because I really want to. I really hope I get a golf pack.
Well, you
Do
know,
you know? Oh,
we out of I think I've had in the store, we've had 2 Ultra Chases and Battle Royals. We've had 2 Ultra Chases that we've given away live on this stream. And then I pulled 5 Ultra Chases also. So we've had at least 9 Ultra Chases from the store. And that's here. But I also know that Joaquin pulled one, so that's 10. And I don't know how many God packs we've had. We pulled a God pack this week too. I opened up some more bricks.
now, would you believe that someone in Mexico, someone from the store here, opened a God pack and it had Thanos,
Right.
Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, Loki, and another Black Panther.
That's pretty typical. All right, so
No, there were 5 chases on that booster, Howard. 5 chases. Normally, there's a Gamora there, but
That's
there
right.
were 5 chases on that booster.
yeah, it's a little bit of randomness. All right, I'm throwing in the legacy card into the bounty. Then I'm going to open this up, and then I'm going to put some prizing in, and then we're going to pick a bounty figure. Do all that at once. I get slowed down a little bit with not having Nate here. Well, first of all, I like having 2 people. I think it's better conversation. I think we can play off of each other a little bit better. Yada yada, so on and so forth. And then also when we're doing stuff like this, I could be doing one thing and he doing the other, so the flow's a little bit better. So that's what I think. I wished, honestly, and no joking aside. Dennis and I would run a great show. I wish that we lived when we have run a show together. And I think we've done it twice. I think, Dennis, one time in Mexico and one time at the Worlds.
No, it's been 3 times, I think. We did one. Yeah, I think it was 3 times. We've done 2 at Worlds.
Did we do one? Did we do
Worlds
one at
because-
Huntsville together? Well, we did one at World. 2 at
No.
Worlds. Okay.
Yes, we did 2 at Worlds. The first one was 2 years ago. Remember that I was playing Team Silver. I was playing Silver Fiend, and then I opened some boosters with you, and then Aaron came for me and said, "Hey, we're going to start the round," so I had to leave. And then the next one was last year when we did all the Hall of Fame
Right.
inductions,
Right.
and then this year at the store. No, we did 2 actually. We did one in my office, which you perfected, by the way, and the other one we did at the store. So we've done this 4 times.
All right, this is going to take just a second, guy. Again, sorry about this, but this is why it's cool to have Nate here. That's the only reason I have him here. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you lost your right hand man with the
So if Dennis,
opening booster thing.
if you want to talk about something, Dennis, while I am doing this, that would be fantastic.
Oh, sure. So Aaron Morgan, Aaron Morgan and I have been talking a lot, and and mostly we talk about rules, questions, and stuff. But hey, Aaron, if you're still there, what happened with the PHL package I sent you? Did it get there, or why did they take it to Georgia? What happened?
Dennis,
Uh,
I don't know.
I can.
Dennis, I don't know about everybody else, but you are breaking up very badly to me, and I don't know if everybody else is hearing the same thing or not. You there?
I think everyone's. I think everyone's. And, give me a second, and I'll tell you.
How's the sound coming from Dennis,
Uh,
guys? Is it breaking up, or are you hearing him fine? I would like to
I
know.
think everyone. Yeah, it's breaking up. It's also breaking up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's been the problem. I don't know what there's a connection problem for some reason from you to me. I don't know if it's Google. I don't know if it's I don't know what it is. Man, I took these 12 boosters when you lay them out. They're just so much more than when it just doesn't seem like it'd be that much more than it is. All right, let's throw in some stuff. See, I already had one tarot card in there. I don't want to do the same thing. Let me see. All right, so we'll throw in the Emperor. We'll throw in, I think I already got one. Nope, we'll throw in a Nimrod the Greater. We'll throw in a Dr. Minerva Prime. Nope, I already got one of those. Just kidding. We'll throw in a Black Panther from AVX. We'll throw in a David Kane from. Are you there, Dennis?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Throw in a
I'm not
David
sure.
from Streets of Gotham. One more, and I see the one that I want. It's going to be a Khazar from what was this from? Hulk? Yeah, from Hulk. Incredible Hulk. All right.
I'm here.
All
I'm
right.
here.
So
I'm here.
everybody's favorite time of day. We get to our night rather. What is we're going to pick
Yep.
a bounty figure. We need a super rare. First figure named twice will be our bounty figure. Need a super rare, guys. Name a super rare.
I vote for Ulysses Bloodstone.
Type it. Need 2 nominations for a super. You can name something, Dennis, if you want. I need super rares, guys.
Ulysses. I already did. I already typed it.
You did? Oh, Ulysses. Okay, I see that. So we got Ulysses. I need a second nomination on that. Or I need. Well, Juggernaut's a prime. You can't do a Juggernaut. You have to do.
No. Juggernaut's a super rare.
But it's a prime. We don't do primes.
No, the prime is Juggernaut.
Primes don't count. You can't do primes. You can do a Juggernaut. You can't do a Juggernaut. So we got a better rate bill.
Someone wrote a Juggernaut? Well,
Yeah, Nicole said Juggernaut, which means we'll probably pull one, but you can't name Juggernaut. So I got a better rate.
You know the rules.
Better Ray. All right, I got a Juggernaut. Juggernaut. I got a Juggernaut, a Better Ray, and a Ulysses. So I need somebody to name one more, and we will get this show rolling. I need somebody to do a second nomination on one of those 3 or something else. Somebody can nominate a Ulysses, a Better Ray, or a Juggernaut. Either stream, you can do this on Auxxit, or you can do this on YouTube, or you can do this on the Rock Facebook page, or you can do this on the Lucky Dice Cafe Facebook page. Just type in what you want. I'm waiting. Come on, guys. I can't ask Dennis to pick again because he's already done it. I need one person to pick one of those 3 or put another one in play. If not, then I tell you
Come on,
what.
guys.
All right, I guess that's taking too long. Don't want to sit here all night. See if I got some dice here. Do I have some dice?
No, how about if you take Nicole's suggestion as Juggernaut and we pull a Juggernaut?
All right, so we'll go with, since that's close. All right, Jugs, there we go. It's solved. Somebody said Jugs. So here we go. We're going to be doing, we're going to open up number 1. Let's see, I did this backwards. Used to going left to right, but this will work. All right, so booster number 1. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got. Everybody got really good deals tonight because we didn't have a lot of people, which I said was kind of expected. So no big deal. All right, so here we go. Booster number one. Booster number one. We got To Me, My Hammer. We got a Baby Groot, common. We got a Star-Lord, uncommon. We got an Iron Man Sentry, common. Drax, rare. And a White Widow, common. That's booster number one.
That's an interesting booster.
Dennis, is Raul going to play in the tournament next week?
Maybe he's going to judge with me.
Ah,
We're both going to judge. Yeah.
all right. So here we go with this one. This one, I've seen this booster before. This is a really good booster to pull in sealed, in my opinion. Well, for multiple reasons. It's good battle royal. It's good just period. So you got a shield agent common,
Wow.
a nebula uncommon, a shield throw one shot. You got the Thanos common, and you got a Cosmic Rider rare, and you got a Rocket common.
Well, the Thanos is a good enough pull.
Can't go wrong with the Thanos. All right, number three. Thanos is about when you're playing Thanos, it's about who gets the first attack in, and then also a lot of that has to do with the pieces that you're able to put on the sideline. I've been real lucky when I've drawn a Thanos and Seal to have really good pieces on the sideline. Well, okay, who's got booster number 3? Speak up if you got booster number 3. Say me, 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 me.
Ooh, I see what it is. I think.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I can see. I can see the top of the figure.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Peeking. All right. So anyway, don't know who this is, but it's going to be Occult Retribution, one shot. Then you've got a Thanos, common. You got a Wasp, uncommon. You got a Cosmo, which is a good piece to go with Thanos on the sideline, common. Then you got the Black Panther Chase, which is I think he's actually pretty good. I think people are overlooking him. And then you got a White Widow, common. So congrats, that's the first chase of the night.
Cool. I like the Black Panther chase. I don't think he's exceptional. But I don't know for the butterfly change, he's interesting.
His problem is his speed. He doesn't have a lot of speed.
Yeah.
He's got hypersonic speed,
True.
but he's got a
6 movement,
he's a
hypersonic.
very
Yeah.
slow hypersonic speed. He's moving fast but getting nowhere.
Yeah.
All right, so now this is a good booster also. We got the Collector, common. We got I Must Have It, one shot. We got a Gambit, uncommon. We got an Iron Man, uncommon. And then we got Thor and Mjolnir for your super rare, which I think is a good
Oh,
one.
I want that booster. I so want. I mean, you talked about this Thor super rare, right? I mean, he can dish out 6 damage to any number of characters of opposing figures.
So this is number 5. Good luck on this one. Number 5. Y'all remember Short Circuit? Number 5. Wants to be alive. Number 5 is alive. I like that movie a long time ago, man. Showing my age now. Thieves Guild member, common. Adaptoid, common. Reality Gem, one shot. Kree Soldier, common. Grizzly, rare. Monica Rappaccini, uncommon. And that would be it. All right, so we're coming up on James's booster. He told me everything he's got.
Yeah, James got booster number 6.
Yeah, so good luck, James. Hopefully we pull something good for you. Not real heavy. We've already pulled the chase, but that doesn't mean there's not a God pack. It doesn't mean that we don't pull a good prime or something out of here. All right, well, it's not.
Yeah, we can still pull. You can still pull a North Chase.
So we got, not terrible. We got a swarm of ants. We got a mantis uncommon, a collector common, gambit uncommon. We got two one shots. We got pin particles, and we got I must have it. And you do have a super rare Ant Man.
Oh.
Okay. Next one, we're going on to number 7. You did a little bit better than that. Oh my God, the girl's psychic. All right,
There you go.
we got Time Gem, one shot. We got we got Adaptoid common. We got Thieves Guild member common. We got a rare group. We got a Shield Throw, one shot. We got a Halo the Accuser, uncommon. And we got a Juggerduck, prime.
Cool. I don't really like that Juggerduck. I think he's a bit lacking, but
Well,
I mean, he wouldn't be the first time I would go to.
well, I saw something interesting. Speaking of Juggernaut, I don't know why, but Juggernaut. I follow the market and I raise and lower my prices when these, mostly lower my prices when a new set comes out. They start high and they slowly, steadily drop for about a couple weeks, and
Right.
and Juggernaut did something interesting. He dropped and now he shot way back up. He's getting close
Wow.
to, not Juggerduck, Juggernaut is getting close to $100. I don't know what happened. Juggernaut is
He
bringing.
is a very good piece. He's 80 points. He's a very good alpha striker. I mean, he does have good values.
He's bringing more than some of the chases. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Diabolical bargain, one shot. White Widow, common. Another Thanos. This is the third Thanos in this brick. Common Thanos. Uncommon Gamora. Kree Soldier, common. Drax, rare.
Can you imagine if someone at a field tournament would pull two common Thanos?
I did.
Would you play one at 300 or two at 150?
I did. I played one at 300 and I put the other one on the sideline. That way I had prob and whatever I needed all the time. Still energy.
No.
Yeah, I just put them on the sideline.
Instead of playing two at 150?
Yes, it's way better. You got one at 300 with a high defense, and you can choose Steel Energy. You can choose Hypersonic Speed, anything that you want off the other Thanos, including prob.
How did you do?
I won.
Did you win?
I won.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, so this is booster number 12. No, hold on. I'm just kidding. I went the wrong direction. What did I do here? No, that is right. 12. I skipped 11 somehow. This is 11. I'm putting 12 to the side. Somehow I'm reading the wrong stuff. Hold on a second, guys. I'm getting myself mixed up. I'm an old man. That is 12. This is 11. I need to do 9. So I'm putting this back over here. This one is 12. We'll look at it last. Sorry about that. Started opening. I'm used to going left to right, and I laid them out right to left. It confused me for a second. All right, so this is booster number 9. We're doing it right this time. James didn't have 9. He's got 10. So his next one is 10. I'm on 9. It wasn't mathing when I went to open that one up. It's number 12. All right, so now we got Evil Entwinement, one shot. We got Kree Accuser, common. Swarm of Ants, common. Winter Soldier, rare. Rocket, common. Gamora, uncommon. Now we're going to number 10. So this is yours, James. Good luck on this one. We got Monica Rappaccini, uncommon, Grizzly rare, Thieves Guild member common, Cosmo common, Baby Group common, Power Gem one shot. Not a fantastically great booster. Dennis, did you leave? Are you here?
No, I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here. I'm waiting
All right.
until number 12.
I'm just not really used to you being silent. You know, I'm sorry, man. Usually I can't shut you up.
That's okay. That's okay.
I like to pick on Dennis.
I'm looking at what you pull.
Number 11. Number 11, we got a Cosmo common, a Iron Man rare, a Kree Accuser common, a Swarm Advance common, Space Gem one shot, and a Star Lord uncommon. And then we got one more left. That's number 12 that I prematurely opened.
James, we also love tequila. We love to talk a lot, and we also love tequila.
Tequila. I got, you know it's not tequila. You know it's now Jack and Coke.
So yeah, I like Jack and Coke, but my first choice is always tequila and then Jack and Coke.
Dennis never had Jack and Coke until I took him somewhere up here when he came to Alabama.
Yes.
So now we
Let's
got
do Jack and Coke.
So Rocket common, Pim Particles one shot, Shield Agent common, Adaptoid common, Giant Man rare, who he actually plays pretty good in a battle royal, and a Halo the Accuser uncommon. Okay, that would be this. That would be this one. So we still.
All right, Howard.
I'm gonna go ahead and put the prize.
I'm going to sign off. I'm going to sign off because Xavier doesn't
Okay.
want to go to sleep.
Okay.
All right, so I need to take it to bed.
Okay.
But it was a pleasure to talk with you again. And guys, remember, stream February 22nd, Champion Clicks, Mexico City. All right? Have a good night.
Night, Dennis. All right, so I got night. I'm going to take off my headphones since he's gone to make things a little easier on me because I don't need them because I'm not listening to anybody now. And I don't want to listen to myself. So Wonder Woman JLU, I'm going to put the pricing in, and I'll get the legacy card when I get the brick out. Rocket Raccoon, super rare. Then I've got a Faust. This Faust is out of Superman Wonder Woman. I've got, this one's a pretty good one. I see two more I'm going to put in here. I've got a Gertrude Yorks, a dead bug that was on that the dinosaur was chewing on, I guess. Gertrude Yorks and Old Lace, super rare. That's out of Secret World Battle World. And last but not least, I've got a Prime, and this Prime is Rival out of the Flash set. Starting to get a little bit of a pile there. That'd be 3 bricks worth now. And then we'll throw in the legacy card. So I would like to know, my question to you guys that you can answer while I'm doing this is, what do you think? How do y'all feel? Do you like the new 12 packs versus the 10 packs? Would you rather it be the 10 packs that we had, or are you happy that we're doing 12 packs? I would like to know. Please respond. Just write your choice. Just say 10 pack or 12 pack. And that will tell me what you guys like. I personally was a 10. I personally was worried about the switch to a 12 pack. And but I really haven't had anybody else talking about it. I really haven't heard anybody say. All right, so we're going 13. 2. Let me just do that real quick. All the way across. 2, 14, 2. I'm going to put it right, left to right this time so it makes more sense to me. 2, 14. Yeah, I was worried about the switch over and how players would react to it. So far, nobody's really said anything I would like to know. All right, so that's 13, 14, 15. So everybody, so I'm hearing 12, and I've had 2 people say 10, 1 person say 12. Again, if you're listening, I'd like to hear your thought. I'd like to know. Okay, we're ready to go. So we're still looking for a juggernaut. Just 2 people said 10 and 1 person said 12. All right, so now we're going to number 13. James has got 17 and 23 in this. Okay, so number 13. We got a Halo the Accuser, a Shield Agent, a Groot Rare, a Collector Common, and we got a I Must Have It one shot, and then a Thanos Common. Lots of Thanoses. All right, we're going to number 14. Son of a gun, man. This is we just call this Thanos world. We're at number 13. Oh my gosh. We got a Swarm of Ants common, a Thanos common, a Evil Entwinement one shot, a Winter Soldier rare, Thieves Guild common, Nebula uncommon. I think that's, what is that, 5 or 6 between the 2 bricks? I know we pulled at least 3, 2 right off the bat here. That's, I think, 5 out of this case so far. All right, number 15. Wait a minute. This was number, 14. That was 14. Last one was 14. Now we're on 15. All right. You were. Unfortunately, it was illegal this time. So we just put you in for a juggernaut. All right, so we got a Gamora, uncommon. We got a Yondu in equipment, super rare. We got Pym Particles, one shot. Giant Man rare. An Occult, Retribution, one shot. And a Kree Accuser. So that's our first super rare of this break. Number 16. We got an uncommon Nebula. We got an Iron Man rare. We got a Thieves Guild member common. We got a Baby Groot common, and we got a Reality Gem one shot, and we got an Iron Man Sentry common. Number 17. James, did you have 17? Seems to me like you told me 17. So, if you did, this one's yours. I think you did it. It scrolled up too far for me to see where you wrote it now. I have to scroll up. Yeah, 17 and 23. All right, so 17, you got a little something. You got an Evil Entwinement, one shot. You got Swarm of Ants, common. You got Drax, rare. And you got a Wasp, uncommon. And you got Ulysses and the Bloodstone. That was another one that somebody was pushing for the bounty figures. So it's too bad. That would have been a hit, double hit. All right, number 18. Okay. All right, so 18. Yes, 18 has got my favorite character in the set. You got To Me My Hammer. You got Swarm of Ants, common. Cosmic Rider, rare. Iron Man, uncommon. And you got a where's his card? Oh, there it is. Sticking. Better Ray Bill, super rare, and Stormbreaker. That's my favorite. If I was playing next weekend, I think I would try to go build something with him. I like him a lot. All right, number 19. We got a Winter Soldier rare, a common Kree Soldier, a one-shot Soul Siphon, Adaptoid common, a Rocket common, and a uncommon Wasp. That Adaptoid, we've played several in the Battle Royals, and every time that it would KO a figure where we could choose the powers and was going to be able to do something cool, he missed. Every single time. Nobody's been able to make that work yet. I've been waiting for somebody to hit with him, and nobody's hit with him yet. Just he always misses for the KO blow. I don't know why. And it's not usually even a hard. It's not even like he has to roll a 10 or 11 most of the time. It's usually a 6 or a 7. He just always whiffs. I don't know why. I've been wanting somebody to just pull it off. Monica Rappaccini, uncommon, rare. What booster am I on? I'm on number 20. Is that right? Yeah, I'm 20. Drax, rare. Kree Soldier, common. Rocket, common. Space Gem, one shot. And a Iron Man Sentry, common. Still looking for a chase in this one. We pulled one prime out of the case so far. We might get another prime. Always looking for a God Pack. Always looking for an Ultra Chase. Maybe we got something good left. I know we got something good left. Maybe we got something really good left. Kree Accuser, common. Kree Soldier, common. Diabolic Bargain, one shot. White Widow, common. Gamora, uncommon. Groot, rare. Okay, that was number 21. 22 and 23 and 24, to me, looks like good. One of these should be a good booster. Yes, it would. Ultra Chase would be a good pool. So this one is 21, no, 22. 22, 22. 22 is going to be happy. 22, you were one off on this one, James. 22. If you got 22, speak up, please. 22, we've got an Iron Man Sentry. We got the Collector common. We have a one shot, I Must Have It. We got a White Widow. Common, we've got a Mantis. Uncommon. Yes, James, I pulled 2 Ultra Chases here. We pulled 2 Ultra Chases in Battle Royals. I pulled 5 in the store, and I've had 2 players pull, 2 people that bought from me pull Ultra Chases. So from this store, 2, 7, 9, 11 totals come out of the store. I just pulled an Ultra Chase. I opened up some bricks the other night, last night, Wednesday night. All right, so anyway, whoever's got this brick, you got to chase. Congrats. All right, number 23. We still have a shot at a God Pack. Still have a shot at an Ultra Chase. An Ultra Chase and a Chase are always paired. You never, when you get an Ultra Chase, there's always still a Chase that's in that set, so you never know. Number 23. What the world is? Oh, I know what that is. Oh, okay. This ain't bad. This is okay. This is okay, James. Star-Lord, uncommon. Monica Rappaccini, uncommon. And you got a Shield Agent common. You got a Soul Siphon one shot, a Soul Gem one shot, and you got Namor super rare and the Cosmic Cube with him. Okay, number 24, last one for the night. This chase was the first brick. What did we pull in the first brick? I don't even remember. Oh, it was a Black Panther. The second brick was the, what did we just pull? It was, what's her name? Agatha, wasn't it? Yeah, we just put an Agatha. No, you can't. All right, this last one is a Grizzly rare, a Shield Agent common, Gambit uncommon, Cosmo common, Diabolic bargain, one shot, Baby Groot common, and that will be it. That will wrap up our night. So I'm going to clean up, go home, rest. I'm actually taking my daughter and my grandson to the Alabama Auburn basketball game. I got tickets a while back, and we're going to see a big basketball game tomorrow. It's actually my first basketball game, and it's a monumental basketball game because we have number 1 versus number 2 in the country. So I'm getting a very good first taste of something very special. Plus, these two teams hate each other. You know, it's a big rivalry. So, with all that said, guys, good night, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. Have a good weekend, and I hope everything is going great for you, and I hope I see you soon.